This video describes how content lexical ties can improve the flow of your writing. Dalan Liu describes content lexical ties in this week's reading. I will try to describe these ideas so they will make more sense when you read about them. Don't be intimidated by Liu's fancy words, just focus on the basic ideas. So let's get started. The word lexical simply means having to do with words. So content lexical ties are words that tie together different pieces of content into a cohesive, smooth-flowing whole. The writing flows smoothly from one idea to the next because of the words that tie those ideas together. According to Liu, there are 4 types of content lexical ties as listed on this slide. Superordinates and hyponyms are fancy words for classes and members of those classes, such as the class animal and the members lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. Related words are contextual synonyms, meaning they wouldn't normally be synonyms, except the context in which they are used makes them synonyms. For example, young and confidence are not related by definition alone, but they become related words, almost synonyms, in the sentence, young people today believe they can have it all. Confidence knows no bounds. Finally, what Liu calls text structuring words are just simple transitions. Here's an example of each type of content lexical tie. Work, hard work, productivity, employee of the month, factory work, office work. All of these words connect different ideas to each other. You can see how the repetition, synonyms, antonyms, classes, members, related words, and transitions work together to connect the ideas and create unity, coherence, and flow among them. These connections are very powerful because they are implied rather than explicit. Their subtlety allows them to achieve their purpose without calling attention to themselves, so readers perceive the writing as very well organized without necessarily being able to explain why. It is a very reader-friendly experience. But explicit connections can also be very powerful and effective when used appropriately. Transitions can explicitly guide the reader from one idea to the next, and the specific transition that you use can make a huge difference in how the reader understands the next idea and how the writing flows for the reader. As shown in this slide, the wrong transition causes some momentary confusion and a rereading of the sentence. Transitions can also guide the reader from one paragraph to the next. This example shows a textbook transition, and by that I mean a very well-structured transition. It refers backward to the main idea of the previous paragraph and then states the main idea of the next paragraph. It literally creates a bridge from one paragraph to the next, enhancing the flow of the reader's experience by showing how one paragraph relates to the other. You can adapt this type of transition sentences to any 2 paragraphs on any 2 topics. Hopefully, content lexical ties are clearer now. Remember, they are just words that tie together content and thus create smoother flow. You may already use them, but now you can control them more consciously and effectively when you revise. I, for one, often find myself adding some content lexical ties to strengthen my writing's organization and flow. Or maybe your writing teachers have always told you that you need to work on organization, but they never explained why or how. Now, you can use these tools to develop the unity, coherence, and flow of your writing.